Jackie Skelton, JR World Travel. What a dreary day. We're stuck inside in an office today. I'd much rather be out by the pool. And it's, but anyway, we need the rain, I think. So with me today, I've got Mrs. Laura Shipman. She's the owner of Keep It Local. But before we get to Laura, I just wanted to let you know that something has come through to me this morning. Excuse the glasses, as I keep saying. I'm old. Leave me alone. Okay, so Norwegian actually are back with their great offers again. Now, it depends on whether you are an inside cabin, ocean view, balcony or suite. But if you are a Latitudes member, then they're going to give you extra points. All right, but you have to be the Latitudes member. And they've also got their free at sea promotion, so you can choose, depending on what suite or what you're in, you can choose up to 5. And they include unlimited bar, a dining option, shore excursion, Wi-Fi, and family and friends sail free if they are the 3rd and 4th passenger in the cabin. So when these deals come out, they are really, really good. So if you'd like to contact me about that, remember our famous number. You should all know it by now. All say it together. Come on. 844-249-0190. See, I knew you knew it. All right. So that's all I'm going to do today with me at this point in time. And I really want Laura to talk about what Keep It Local is, the importance of networking, and also about the seminar, because she is a personal friend of Steve Hopper's, and I'm quite sure she's going to give him a rap. So welcome, Laura. Welcome to our little funny video we do every morning.
These are great. I love it. I watch it. I think it's fantastic what you guys do. But yeah, networking and Keep It Local, it's a great thing, because when you want to expand your business and grow your business, you have to do that through meeting people.
Absolutely.
It's not an armchair networking type situation. You can't sit back in your desk and at your home and in
wait
your
for the
office.
phone to ring.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to make it happen. You have to work really hard at it. But it's not just showing up. It takes more than that. It takes building relationships, where I think people get intimidated about building relationships.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
And it takes some time. And I met Steve Hopper, it's got to be about 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I went to one of his seminars, and he's got these nuggets of information.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
How to network and how to network effectively, so you're not wasting your time or the people
anybody else's time.
Right, exactly. So this thing that you're putting together.
Oh, our seminar, yes.
Yeah,
seminar. It's a networking seminar at sea, and it's open to all types of networking. And even if you're not a business, they can still come, because he's got information personally and professionally that can help you.
Absolutely. And what a great venue to do. A lot of fun. And I've talked to a lot of people about it already, and they're so excited. And they always say to me, Laura, how do we get a bunch of people together, a bunch of networking or Keep It Local chapters together, so we can just be with each other? This is the perfect opportunity.
Well, it is. And if there's enough people from other areas or other networking, say Keep It Local, for instance, of which Ross is a member, what I can do, I can set up another special time, say for Keep It Local. If you want to have your own little area of networking on your own, I can do that, but I need to know, and you have to have X amount of people and everything else. So it's important.
That would be really cool, because networking takes place real time, and it also takes place what we're doing right now.
Absolutely.
Through social media and things like that. And so if we all get together and we're there and we're learning these nuggets and these tools and these techniques to network with each other, it just does so much for your business.
Yeah. Well, it does. And I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
Steve Hopper has got both his videographers coming on board.
Does he really?
Yes.
Awesome.
So that's going to be great for people, apart from us and you, but other people that get to meet Steve and have some time with him. And if the videographers are there, we've got an event night, which is the International Dance Night, and we've got our cocktail party. So they'll be there, and they'll record all this. We looked about having it live from the ship, but it really is not that simple. People think, I just go there, take the cell phone, do this. Right. But it's not. You're out at sea. Right. The connections are pretty crap, so you can't. Right. So, but let the people know, especially from Keep It Local, though, how important it is probably for people to do this from a price point of view as well.
Well, you're never going to get a deal like this, what Jackie and Ross have put together, because it is a phenomenal value that they're providing you. So not only do you have the ship, the fun at sea and everything, but you have Steve Hopper there, who is a mastermind when it comes to networking. And what he does, and the nuggets and the tools and tips that he shares, he usually charges like thousands of dollars
I know.
for his one.
And he said you don't get a cup of tea with him either.
Right. I know. So for you to be able to sit down with him and to actually get to know him, I mean, he knows a phenomenal amount of people as well.
Yes.
And so that's a networking opportunity for you right there.
Oh, he's got people coming on the cruise from his own network.
Yeah, and so it's phenomenal what you're going to be able to do and the people you're going to be able to meet. And to have everybody right there in a relaxed setting, I think is great, because people kind of let down their guard a little bit, and they're a little bit friendlier, a little bit at ease. And that's the key about building relationships, is let your guards down a little bit. It's okay, because you and I, we know each other, we get to know each other, we've known each other for a couple of years, like through different organizations and things like that. And that's where the magic says.
Well, it happens. You see, Laura, people think they can go to a networking meeting, do 30 seconds and what have you, and leave, and referrals will come. It's a business you need to work.
Right.
You have to work the networking group you belong to, and you have to work the people in there. And that's not going out selling people.
No.
That's going out, as you said, building a relationship. When I do the one-to-ones and that, I mean, I belong to different organisations. I belong to BNI, Ross's and Keep It Local, at the Chamber like you and everything else. And the only way you're going to get business is to actually spend time with the people.
Yeah, because it's not like a one and done. Like if you think you're going to show up to a meeting and do your 30-second commercial and get business at it because you had a really rocking 30-second commercial, that's not going to happen.
No, you'll win the 30-second commercial competition.
Right, that's it. But you need, I always say the magic happens either before or after the meeting.
It does,
when you're sitting down with people and you're getting to know their business, what can you do for them?
Yes, it's more what you can do for them, because it'll always come back.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the more you can connect people, the more you can help people build their business, the better off you're going to be.
And it's interesting, people often sort of say to me anyway, God, Jack, where do you find these people? Well, for referrals or whatever, but if you're out in the community at a social event, it's not that we want to talk business all the time out there, but you've got to keep the ears open. And somebody will sort of say, or they'll be hobbling, what happened to you? Oh my God, my back, I can hardly move, And instantly, I've got probably half a dozen people that I can use.
Yes.
But people tend not to have their ears open when they go out.
They don't. And then they don't nurture the relationships either.
No.
So they'll do the one-to-one meeting and they think, okay, check that off my list. I did the one-to-one, so now I'm going to get business, right? Yeah. No. You have to nurture that relationship, and you got to check back in with that person. And it's like a friendship. You build that relationship, and you're always in contact.
Well, with business too, and people who do business with you, I have send out cards, and I like that because they always get a handwritten card with their documents, but having the send out card is great because I can put that in front and people are going to get something. And I find that's, I don't know, things like that make magic happen. Yeah. And I'll give an example. Ross and I were away on a Viking ocean cruise. Oh my God.
Oh, I'd love to do that.
You'll never want to go anywhere else. But anyway, we were there and we work, we know all the staff when we left, but we met a couple of people and we told them if they were interested, they could bring the booking to us, but they didn't even know us.
Right.
So when I got home and everything else, I got some things from Viking, like a couple of bags and pens and things like that, and I sent that off to them with some nuts that Barb Conrad done, the nutty Bavarian, and I sent that to them, and instantly they came back and said, so Jackie, we now deal with you for our booking? Thank you very much, and now I've got 3.
That's awesome.
All by doing something a little bit different, and people don't want to spend money, it might only be $10, but do something for your client.
Right. Well, going above and beyond. And making yourself memorable for the right reasons. And that's what I always say. Making yourself memorable for the wrong reasons is going to do more damage.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
Doing what you did is perfect. You're memorable. They're going to
and that's what it's about.
That is what it's about.
And the old thing, dress for success. People have got to be dressed. You've got to look professional if you want to be taken seriously as professional. Ross has been in business over 40 years in this county and everything else. And again, I mean, we are very rarely seen out in slothy clothes, so, but again, it just depends. But I just, and Steve Hopper, we were talking about this, but he came to my Monday morning meeting yesterday at the Oasis and blew some of the people away there, which was great.
I'm sure he did.
And I hope that people do take this seriously. This is not just go away and let's have drinks and do nothing. This is social, but it's business. The business end of the seminar with him is business. And you're there and you're going to be there from 10 till 3. I bring the lunch in, we have everything else is bought in, so there's and the other thing, I don't know whether you've ever been on a networking seminar at sea or anything like that, but when you're in a hotel somewhere, it's more expensive, but people leave, they take phone calls, they leave, they don't come back. You've got nowhere to go on the ship.
Yeah, and you don't have your cell phone. It doesn't
and there's
work
nothing
on the
there,
ship, which is great. It's a great way to unplug.
Yeah.
And another great way to build relationships because you are unplugged.
That's right. And you can plenty of space to do one-to-ones with people. And I would hope that as groups come on board, that they don't just sit in their little group, go out and meet other people. Because your reach is further than just your little egg that you're in.
And it's funny you should say that because I think people are shy. A lot of people are shy when it comes to networking. And my biggest tip for people who are shy when it comes to networking is just be active. If there's a small job you could do, like checking people in, selling raffle tickets.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you're doing stuff
I'll
like
be doing a lot of those things.
Okay. So those little jobs, those are an easy way to get to know people without pressure. And I think that's the most important thing. Take the pressure off. Do a job, volunteer to do something, and you'll be amazed at how many people you'll meet for sure.
Well, it is. It's like the B&I factor, if you like. Visibility is everything. It doesn't matter what group you're in.
Right.
Visibility is everything. Yeah. So.
And you don't have to be a social butterfly to be visible. You can do it in so many different ways.
Yep, this is right. No, we'll have, and I'll be looking for a check-in person.
Yeah.
And we'll probably do an opportunity drawing, and I'm going to check with Steve on that to see what organisation he'd like that to go to. Whatever money we raise will go to an organisation.
Fantastic.
So just things to be involved in for people and get someone to do that and everything else, So, Ross, how are we going for time? We got a few more minutes?
Fine.
Oh, excellent. Carry on, Laura. Tell us a bit more. What about networking and stuff like
networking.
that. Baseball. Yeah, we'll play baseball.
Well, one of the things that I like to say about Keep It Local is when you join Keep It Local, it is a network and we welcome you to explore the network. And I think that's really important. We encourage people to go and visit as many chapters as they can because there's so many people out there. And if you're looking to expand your business in another county or something like that, go out and visit these people and make those connections. But like I said before, you want to go ahead and nurture them. Don't just make the connection and let it go. Yeah. Follow up with email. And one of the things that I think is really important that people don't do today, and I always get this a lot, is they're like, we're amazed you answer your phone. Well, of course I'm going to answer my phone.
It's like me.
All the time.
I am not a robot. This is Jackie.
Yeah. And so like just a couple minutes ago, you were on the phone, but I was on the phone with somebody else and I said, just hold on a second. I'm going to take this call. And that there, because you do take all the phone calls and you do respond to your emails, is huge because it says that you find them as a person and their business really important.
Absolutely.
And that you value their relationship and that you add value to their business and vice versa. Yep. And I think you always need to do that. It's very important.
Oh, it is. I mean, as I always say to people, if I don't answer my phone, we have an 844 number and if it's not answered, it goes to my cell phone. But if I don't answer that, I'm in a meeting.
Right.
Or I'm with a client. I mean, the other morning, it's rather funny. Ross said, your phone is ringing. I said, give it to me. I'm in the shower. JR Will Travel, this is Jackie. And I'm standing in the shower.
It's like you're in a waterfall and there's something rushing behind you, right? That's what
but it's important. People don't understand that. To make contact, I hate it when I call up, push this button for that, push that button for that. Oh, we're not here, push this, and it just drives me insane.
It does too, me too, and leaving voicemails and them not being returned. I'd much rather talk to the person right away.
And I return things at least within 12 hours if I'm really out and gone or whatever. But even when I'm away, we always have email contact.
Yeah.
And we're away at the end of the year, back down home to New Zealand and Australia for a while. And I'll be telling all my clients to please put Viber on your cell phone because Viber you can call anywhere.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's just an app. It's a little bit like Skype, but it tends, in a lot of ways, it tends to have a better connection if you're out other places. So Viber, V for Victor, I-B-E-R, and you can have the video and everything else, but it doesn't matter where you are, as long as somebody else has got that Viber, you can talk. So for me, that's invaluable while I'm away.
That's great.
And the other thing I did, I changed my cell phone and went to T-Mobile because if you've got Wi-Fi calling,
that's what I do.
then as long as you're connected to Wi-Fi, and I'm in New Zealand and Australia, I can call back here for free. Or I can call between the countries for free.
Isn't that cool?
It is. Yeah. And guess who's walked in?
Who has walked in?
You haven't met. This is Mr. Corey Cottrell from Coffee on the Dock.
Oh, Oh, hey, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Meet you. We were just
Corey,
talking
poke your
about
head just
you.
around here and say hello to everybody. We're just about done for the day, but Corey, say hello.
Hello to everybody. I'm rocking my new First Choice Roofers hat. I think Ken was in here a second ago. Hello.
That's awesome. I was going to say one thing about 30-second commercials.
Yep.
My favorite saying is ditch the pitch.
Yes.
I don't like to hear I don't like to hear people get up there and just pitch.
No.
If you're going to do a 30-second commercial, do it right and offer value.
Yes,
Give
that's
like
right.
a tip or a nugget or something that people can walk away with and put into action today.
This is right.
Again, makes you memorable for the right reasons.
Absolutely.
Ken said keep it local sounds great, but I heard I can't join because BNI can't join Seed Exclusion Network Group.
That's why Ross is in Keep It Local. I'm in BNI.
Yeah.
So that is true, though.
That is true. Yes.
So what he needs to do is find somebody who's part of his organization.
Absolutely.
Right.
And to go into absolutely.
And Keep It Local does not practice that vice versa. So, for example, if you're a member of Keep It Local and you want to join another seat-specific network, you can.
Yeah.
I like to play in the sandbox with all the networking groups because I think we grow that way.
I think that's good, and that's what it should be. But that's why, I mean, I'm with BNI and I can't join Keep It Local, so Ross is in Keep It Local. So tell Ken and that if they want to, spread their wings a bit further and fly. Keep It Local is an awesome organisation, and I've known Laura for a couple of years now, and she's here too because she's going with the cruise and advertising Steve Hopper. Because Corey's going on the cruise, aren't you, Corey?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I think we're done. Okay, it's all right. You guys can't see behind the scenes. We have Ross and Corey here making faces at us, putting their legs up and doing a dance. It is not good. All right. So again, Laura Shipman, the owner of Keep It Local, she's been personal friends and everything else with Steve Hopper, who was our very guest speaker on the seminar at sea. And, Keep It Local is all over the place. So if you're not in an organisation, and you are in BNI and they're all over the place, you are able to join Keep It Local. And please do that because, they offer great value to everybody. And as Laura said, it's not about selling people. You've got to foster these relationships. You've got to meet with these people. You've got to know what makes them tick. Find some commonality. Find if they have an animal, if you like animals. But it gives you something else to talk about rather than just sell them. So one last thing before I go. Thank you very, very much for coming. We'll pull you back in again later on. Yeah, once we've sort of sold out of cabins and we need some more. And one last thing. Don't forget the Norwegian sails and coffee on the dock with Corey every morning. So thank you, everybody. Have a great day, and we'll catch you tomorrow.